I'm going to show you how to calculate pi. So what is pi? It's the ratio of a circle's circumference to its diameter. In other words, its circumference divided by diameter. And this is true for any circle, no matter how small or big. So let's just pick a circle and try to calculate pi from it. I'll pick a circle with radius 1. This is called a unit circle. Since the radius is 1, the diameter is 2. So I can say that pi is now circumference divided by 2. Now all I have to do is find the circumference and I'll know the value of pi. Unfortunately, it's hard to measure the circumference of a circle accurately, but it's easy to measure straight lines. So what I can do is put a hexagon inside the circle. This is called an inscribed polygon. And now if I measure the sides of the hexagon, I can find the circumference of the hexagon and get an approximation of pi. So how do I find the sides of the hexagon? I can divide the hexagon into equilateral triangles. And since I know the radius of the circle is 1, I know that the sides of the hexagon are 1 as well. So the circumference of the hexagon is 1 times 6, or simply 6. So my approximation of pi is 6 divided by 2, or simply 3. Now let's get a better approximation of pi. I can do that by doubling the sides of my inscribed polygon. So now all I have to do is find the circumference of this 12-sided polygon to get a better approximation of pi. So let's do that. First, I'll draw lines from the center of the circle to each of the 12 vertices. Now I have a whole bunch of right triangles. So let's take one of these triangles. I'll measure its sides. So I know this side is 1 because it's the radius of the circle. I'll label this side side 1 over 2 because it's half the length of one side of the hexagon. And I'll simply label this side a because I don't know its value. Using the Pythagorean theorem, I get the equation a squared plus side 1 over 2 squared equals 1 squared. And if I do some algebra, I can solve for a. But I still need to find the side of my 12-sided polygon. So I'll look at this triangle now. I already know this side because it's the same side as the other triangle. I'll label this side side 2 because it's the side of my 12-sided polygon. I'll label this side b because I don't know its value. But since I know the radius of the circle is 1, I know that a plus b equals 1. And if I do some algebra, I can solve for b. Using the Pythagorean theorem again, I get the equation b squared plus side 1 over 2 squared equals side 2 squared. And if I do some algebra, I can solve for side 2. Now if I plug in all the numbers, I can find the side of my 12-sided polygon. And with that, I can find the circumference of my 12-sided polygon and get a better approximation of pi. I can then double the number of sides again and get a 24-sided polygon. And using these same formulas, I can find the side of the 24-sided polygon and get an even better approximation of pi. So on and so forth.